Welcome all of you to the third session of interaction of question paper 3. These are the model answers that you can see in the screen. I'll go one by one. With first question, language study. If you remember the questions, you can identify with the answers very easily. Language study, question number 1, sub question 1. The word given was suddenly. Make a meaningful sentence by using the adverb suddenly. So here you can make any meaningful sentence. Any meaningful sentence will be accepted using the word suddenly. The second one is identify the type of sentence. The sentence is please do the needful. Since the word please has come, we all know that this is an imperative statement because it's a request. So the sentence type is imperative. Then if you go to the third one, prepare a word chain of verbs. Run was given and 2 blanks were given. You had to continue with the chain. So I have given here run, nod, drop. You can use any other verbs with N and D, or you may continue the chain with any other verb, correct verb. Okay. The fourth question is spot the error in the following sentence and rewrite it. The sentence was the birds had flew to their THERE respective destinations. So the corrections are underlined in the model answer. The birds had flown, FLOWN, to their, the spelling was wrong. So to THEIR, you had to correct the spelling here. The birds had flown to their respective destinations. When you write this answer in your answer sheets, in your activity sheets, you are expected to write the complete sentence. Just do not find out the errors in words and pick out the words and write. You have to write the complete sentence, find the errors, correct them, and if possible, underline or highlight them. That we all, the valuers also know that you have corrected them. Go to the fifth one now. The question is pick out the gerund from the following sentence and state its function. Picking out gerund becomes very easy, but stating the function becomes a little bit difficult for all. Okay, the sentence was the sportsman believed in raising the bar in his own game. We all know the gerund is a present participle form. V plus ing form of verb is used there, participle is used there, but the position of the gerund will decide its function. Okay, so here if you see in this sentence, the sportsman believed in raising. The sportsman believed in what? You get the answer in raising. So the gerund comes after the preposition in, and therefore it is the object of the preposition in. I hope you'll have understood. Let's go to the sixth one, punctuate. I need not explain punctuation now. At this level, you all are very good at punctuation, but still this was the answer that was expected. Silly boy S capital, open with inverted commas. After boy, a comma, there's a pause. Don't apostrophe comma T. You realize your folly since this is a question. The sentence ends in a question mark with quotation marks closed. Teacher said T capital because every time the opening words are in wherever the quotation marks open, you have to use a capital letter. The next question is sub question number 7. Prepare a word register. The word given to you was nature. So you can use any related word with nature. In this example, I have given breeze. Model answer I have given breeze and trees. You can use any other example, write any other example, any other word that is related to nature. That will be your word register. The next one, eighth one is, my professor encouraged me because dash dash dash. The question was, add a clause to make a meaningful sentence, or add a clause to make the sentence meaningful. Here I have written here what I felt was right, but you also, it was expected from you that you have to write a correct meaningful clause. My professor encouraged me because he was impressed with my honesty. Or you can write any other answer there. My professor encouraged me because he thought that I had the capacity to go ahead. Any meaningful clause you can add. Okay. Now let's go to the ninth one. It was not possible for Ram to attend the function. So was not possible is underlined, and you were asked to use an appropriate modal auxiliary for underlined phrase. Underlined phrase was not possible, was not possible. Since it was not possible, you had to write couldn't. So Ram couldn't attend the function. That is the answer. And the last question number 10 in language study. The sentence given was, a few events prevailed him from his despondency. And the question was underline the nouns and encircle its determinants. So nouns, events, despondency and determinants. Here you get few, quantifier, and his is a pronoun. So these are the determinants in the sentence. Okay. This will all carry 1 mark each. One sentence is equal to 1 mark. So this is a 10-mark question, language study. The second question, read the following passage and do the activities. The passage was about the concert. So the answers are here in your activity sheet. Activity 1, fill in the blanks using words from the passage. Smita went to the concert with her father. That is the answer. While listening to the unfolding ragas, she was spellbound. The audience gave the artists a standing ovation, and she heard Anand's voice in every beat of the tabla. All these answers are from the passage. Since it's a simple factual question, you do not have to justify or interpret here. You just have to find out the words and phrases which go with these sentences given, and you have to write them down. Now, here, one caution that I would like to give is just do not be free after writing the answers directly. Please see that because it is fill in the blanks, you have to write the statement, fill in the blank, and underline the answer. You just cannot write in the form of sentence also. Either don't write in the form of a phrase, word, or a sentence. Write the complete sentence and underline the blank. Whatever the answer is, you have to underline because it's fill up the blank. So you have to be very particular while you're presenting this particular question. Now, question number activity 2 describes Smita's condition when she was going towards the stage. So these are the answers of Smita's condition: that her knees felt weak, her tongue dry, her hands folded, and her heart beat loudly. These 4 phrases are given in 2 lines at the bottom and in the last paragraph, and just one point is given in the third paragraph. So you can find the answers from there and you can write it like this. And why I have given it in the form of a diagram is that if a particular question in your activity sheet is asked in the form of an activity, it is expected that you should also draw that and write it in the form of an activity. If you don't draw this chart, you may lose half a mark for your presentation of activity. Okay. So it is very important for you all to draw the chart also. Whatever is given in the activity sheet, you have to draw it in your answer sheet as well. Okay. So activity 3 now, write the synonyms of the following words. Synonyms of the following words from the passage, obviously. Spellbound is awestruck or fascinated. Any one of the 2 answers have been given right. And second one is plaintive, sorrowful, enchantment, fascination, and applause is clapping. Okay. So these are the answers. Let's go to the grammar question. Do as directed. Her brother smiled and said, enjoy yourself. So this was the change the narration question. This is the given answer. Her brother smiled and asked her to enjoy. Her brother smiled and told her to enjoy would also have been correct. Okay, in this case. Now answer 2. Smita felt as if the gates of land of enchantment and wonder were opening. The question was identify the subordinate clause and name it. So you can see that I have identified the subordinate clause by underlining it here. You also have to do the same thing. Write the complete sentence, underline the subordinate clause, and write down the name of the clause. If the question asked is only find the clauses, then what you're going to do? You're going to write their main clause, Smita felt. Subordinate clause, as if the gates of land of enchantment and wonder were opening. Name, adverb clause of manner. Okay, this is how you're going to write. And the 5th question was, music can calm the mind. Share your views in brief. So this question, accept any reasonably correct answer I have written. You are expected to write any reasonably correct answer children here. But again, I would like to tell you that what kind and how many words you are going to use in writing a personal response or interpretive type of question. Should be 60 words, 60 to 80 words, or 40 to 60 words in one single paragraph. If you are giving your response first, give your response first and then justify your response. While you are justifying your response, you can quote some slogans or proverbs, or you can also give some relevant examples in your personal response question and close your personal response question, end your personal response question with a relevant phrase, slogan, maxim, adding whatever you remember at that point of time because it should be relevant. And then you can underline and you can very well present your personal response questions, because there are many students who ask me, can't we get 2 out of 2 on a personal response question? Of course you can. If you present your answer, if you have a good linguistic style, if you write properly, if you give relevant examples, definitely you can get 2 out of 2, and of course maintain the word limit. Okay. So activity 5 is your personal response question. Let's go to question number 3A. Read the given extract and do the following activities. Activity 1 is complete the following. Now, the moment you read the extract of the poem, you come to know that this is a poem which is titled as The Night of the Scorpion. Okay, so you just have to find out the answer from the given extract and write it down. Again, complete the following is the question, so you have to write it in a complete sentence. You are just not going to find out answers and write the answers directly. You're going to write the complete sentence. The scorpion was forced to take shelter because of the steady rain. Underline. To paralyze the evil one means to kill the scorpion. Underline. So you had only 2 for 2 marks here. Now let's go to the next question. The next question says, activity 2 says, find and write the reactions of people when they came to know about the incident. So this can be an interpretative question. Although I have given you a model answer, but your answer may be a little different from my answer, yet it could be right. Okay. So the peasants came like swarm of flies and buzzed the name of God. They came with their candles and lanterns. They searched for him. When it was not found, they clicked their tongues, believing with every moment the poison moved in mother's blood. So this is the answer that I have given. These are the reactions of the people that you find in the extract. And there can be a question that there are many reactions we already know which is not given in the extract. So since this particular question is based on the extract, please follow the proper instructions. You have to find out the answer from the given extract. Okay. Now the third question is a poetic device question where I have asked to explain, or I have asked for an example of imagery. This is the example of imagery, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls, and state what it indicates. It indicates throwing giant scorpion shadows. They are all searching, and the people can actually see the scorpion in front of them, and that is why they're saying throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls. On the mud-baked wall also indicates that they live in a village. Okay. So this is how you can explain the imagery. Now, part B is read the given extract in question number 3A and write an appreciation of 100 words in a given paragraph. Since one poem has been reduced for the time being from this particular unit, I had no other alternative but to ask you to write the appreciation for the same poem. So, with reference to the title, poem, poet, theme, rhyme, scheme, figure, speech, you come to know that this is a poem which is titled Night of the Scorpion. This is written by Nissim Ezekiel. So, 1 mark you get here. And then you can write the theme of the poem, mother's unconditional love for her children, even though she was groaning in pain, but still she thanked God. And she thanked God that the scorpion did not pick her children. Then rhyme scheme you can give. You can find out the rhyme scheme also from the given extract and figures of speech also. And finally, you can write an appreciation of 100 words in one single paragraph, not mentioning the points. The points are just for your reference. Okay. Then question number 4 is read the given passage and write a summary in your own words. Give it a suitable title. All the interactions I have always been telling you how to write a summary. I don't think I need to tell you anymore how to write a summary. Yet if some students have missed out the previous interaction videos, for them, let me repeat. You are expected to write a summary in one single paragraph, 30 to 35 words, including only the key points from the given extract, compiling the whole thing in your own language. And the fifth point is do not copy lines directly from the given passage. Okay. So this is about value of time. I have given it a suitable title. Yeah, one is suitable title. Give it a suitable title. 1 mark is reserved for suitable title. So read the complete passage. I have given the title Time is Money. According to the passage, if you have the question paper, you can go through and you can read the question paper, read the extract, and then you will see how short summary this will appear to be. Punctuality is a virtue that gives every man confidence in life. One who values time is always rewarded. One who is careless, is not punctual, may face a lot of problems in the business of life. Nobody trusts such people who does not give importance of time. Now, I have not given the complete example about Washington's secretary, but I've just written great people like Washington was very particular about time. When his secretary attended his office late and blamed it on his watch, he advised him to change his watch or he would change his secretary. Time is not man's slave. We should all develop the value of punctuality. So this is how you are going to write the summary. And the next part is writing activity. So when you go for writing activity, children, it's given write a book review on any one of your choice with the help of the characters. Now, when you write a book review, how to write a book review? You have already read a book and how to write a review. For book review, the best practices, I'll give you two examples here. The best practices, Sunday supplement of the newspaper always gives you one book review on the second inner page. So make it a habit to read the book review given in the newspaper. Film review also appears in the newspaper, go for it. Or whenever you take a book in your hand to read, I don't know how many of you do, but whenever you do, please either you turn the book aside, go to the back cover. On the back cover, you will find something written about the book, something about the plot, something about the characters, something about the writer. So you can use those points. From that, you come to know what kind of a book it is, what will be the matter. So from that, you can take up book review, and these are the points. What are you supposed to write? You are supposed to write about the characters, about the storyline, about the social or historical event in the story. You're writing style of the writer. If you have to comment on the writer, you have to actually read the book and find out what kind of a story it is all about, and your own opinion about the book. You may not be critical here because you are not an established writer, but that does not mean that you have to like everything given in the book. But it's always better to be safe, not to criticize when you are writing a book review for a paper. Okay, because it may be a book review which will be one of the very famous writers which everybody knows, and maybe that your criticism may not be accepted. So here, characters, storyline, just write a very simple book review. Characters, storyline, social or historical events, writing style, your opinion, each 1.1 mark. So this is activity 5. So I hope that I'm absolutely clear. If I have to go with all the activities again in activity sheet 3, this is the model answer. Question number 1, based on language study, 10 questions, 1 mark each. You can score full 10 marks here. Question number 2, read the following passage. First question, activity 1 is based on simple facts from the passage. Again, you can score full 2 on 2. Here, activity 2 was a little simple. It may not be that simple in your final exam papers, but here it was too simple, and therefore everybody must have scored 2 out of. Then activity 3, when you go to synonyms, this is also very easy where you can score full marks. Activity 4 is a grammar activity. If your concepts are very good, if your base is very good, specifically for the first question, change the narration you have been doing for so long, so you know what it is, so you can score full marks here. And I told you how you can score 2 on 2 with personal response questions also. And question number 3A was based on comprehension of a poem. An extract is given, some questions are asked. Some questions means 3 questions are asked, activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3, out of which the activity 1 questions are based on simple factual type of questions. Activity 2 is based on interpretative global understanding or personal response, and activity 3 is based on poetic devices. When I talk about poetic devices, either figures of speech or rhyme scheme or figurative language. Okay. So here activity 3, and the next question is based on appreciation. Points are already given. Way is or has been told to you how to write an appreciation in proper paragraph. Okay, this is how you write an appreciation. Question number 4 is summary writing. Every paper I ask a summary because I know students are not able to perfectly write a summary. Therefore, for your own practice, I prefer to give more and more examples of summary in your activity sheet. And question number 5, writing activity book review. There was no choice here. So probably some of you felt that this is difficult, but book review is not at all difficult. You can go to the books actually and find out what kind of reviews they write. So I think I have discussed all the questions and answers in activity sheet 3. And I hope that I have satisfied all your queries. So here I come to end of this session. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.